We are going to solve this system of equation by elimination. Now, in this case, we have two equations. They can have 2, 3, 4, 5 equations, any numbers of equations, right? So in this case, you have equation 1 and equation 2, right? So I'm just going to number them, equation 1 and equation 2. And this is one of the easiest ways to solve this type of equations, because in this case they're giving us easy equations, right? Now the first thing that you want to look is to see if you have a positive and negatives, and if the coefficients in both equations are the same. So if you have one negative, one positive, like in this case I have one positive, one y, and positive and negative 1y. So in this case I can eliminate the y's and solve for x. When they're asking you to solve, in this case they're asking you to find the values of x and y, or the values of the variables. So let's solve over here. So since I know that positive 1 and negative 1 is going to be 0, so you can actually cross this out right away. And I can add this, so 2 plus 1 will be 3. Remember, if you don't see 1, there is 1. Whenever you don't see 1 in front of the variable, there is 1 in there, okay? So this will be 3x equals 6. Now, from here, you can actually solve for x, right? So x will be equals to. Now, that's the value of the first variable that you found. Now, you can use equation 1 or equation 2, with whichever equation you want to do to solve for y, and use the value of the variable that you just got, right? So in this case, I'm going to use equation 1, which is 2x plus y equals 4. And the value of x is 2, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace the value of x in there. And I will just solve for the left variable that I have in there, which in this case, it will be my only variable that is left is y, right? So from here, I can send this 4 to the other side as negative, and I'm going to end at y equals 4 minus 4, right? So, and from here, y is equals 0. So there is the value of the other variable, right? So in this case, we have solved for the two variables that there are in the systems of equations x and y. And the solution for this system of equations is 2 and 0. 2 for x and 0 for y. Okay? Now, every time you do a system of equations, you can always solve. Remember that this point to 0, the point to 0, is the point where both of the equations intersect. So, which means that they're going to meet at that point. So, you always want to prove your point. And one of the things to prove your point is to plug it in. To plug in the values of x and y into the equation. So, let's get the first equation, which is 2. And then the value of x is 2. And then plus y, which is 0. And then equal 4. And let's see if that the value of x in this case is 2 plus 0 equals 4. So this will be 4 plus 0 equals 4. Is 4 equals 4? Yes, it is. So it works on that one. So let's do the second equation. And I'm just going to write the equation completely over here. In this case, so the value of x is 2. The value of y is 0. And this is 2 minus 0 is just 2 equals 2. So in this one, it also works, right? So this proves that the solution to 0, it is correct. Now, another way you can do, you can also graph. You can also graph these equations and leave the y by itself in the first equation, right? So the first equation that you have is 2x plus y equals 4. This is the same thing as having y equals negative 2x plus 4. That's the first equation. And the second equation is x minus y equals 2. And this is the same thing as having y equals, remember, you're going to send this x to the other side as negative, so it's going to be negative x. But it's going to divide by this negative, so then you're going to end up with a positive x. So this will be x. And then the value of 2 is positive right now, but it's going to divide by negative, so it's going to become negative 2. And there you have the two equations that is easy to graph them, right? Once you have your functions, right? You can rewrite this if you want as f of x equals negative 2x plus 4 and f of x equals x minus 2. It's up to you, right? But let's graph this. So I'm going to begin with the first equation, which is my y-intercept is negative 2. Negative 1, negative 2, that's my y-intercept. And then the slope for this one is 1 over 1. So go up 1, run 1, up 1, run 1. And there is the line. There is your line, right? Now, and then I'm going to do the next one, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is my y-intercept for the first equation. Then I'm going to do the slope. 1, 2, which is negative 2 over 1, right? So negative 1, negative 2, 1. Negative 1, negative 2, 1. There it is. So there you have the line. And there is exactly the point of intersection, which is 2 and 0, right? So therefore you can say that the point 2, 0 is a solution for the system of equations. At the end, if you want to place your mark, you can place it, right? It really doesn't matter. And thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. If you have any questions, just let me know. If you want any problems, let me know, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.